because they're going to sniff you out or they're going to call your bluff.
Yeah. Just talk a little bit about kind of how you came up and what made you sort of make the decision in the first place to law enforcement and how the ATF kind of came into your life.
Yeah, I came up totally normal, with a good Italian family, playing sports. And, I went to college and I had no direction in my life.
Did you play football?
I played football, yeah. Lafayette College, Division I AA powerhouse.
Yep.
And so when I got out of college, I was useless, right? I had a degree in business and economics with like a 2.1 cum and no direction in my life. So I took a job at a bank making $8 an hour in a room with no windows, putting computer printouts into files. And I just got a phone call one day from a guy I played ball with. He was down in the Bronx. He said, you sound miserable. He goes, come on down and visit. So I went down there to visit him. And I didn't even know he had a brother. And so we're sitting on the stoop, and this guy pulls up in a Corvette. And he gets out, and he's the coolest looking motherfucker I've ever seen in my life. Back then, remember, this is Miami Vice days, right? He had the kind of fan back long hair, and he's wearing an open shirt, and he had a Beretta 92F stuck in his waistband there. And I'm looking, I'm like, man, this is a cool dude. Man.
Yeah.
Right? And he walks in, and it turns out he was a DEA agent. He had just gotten back from Peru, I believe, and he was working some undercover. And we sat down, we had a beer, and he talked to me for about 30 minutes about what he did. And it was like the skies opened up. And I found my direction right then. I wanted to be an undercover agent.
What was it specifically? I mean, besides him just looking like a cool motherfucker, was there anything that he said? Was there anything that made you think, shit, I could do this well?
So it was the concept. It was the concept he talked about of the game. So it's kind of your skill against their skill, right? If you're better than them, they're going to prison, right? If they're better than you, they're going to sniff you out, right? Things might end bad for you, or you're just going to have to walk. But it was that concept of the challenge and of the game, right? To see, who's got better skill. And in the end, if you win, right, you've done something good, right? You've taken a violent, bad person off the street, someone who's putting, guns out on the street or, large quantities of dangerous drugs or whatever it is. So I loved that it was kind of almost a sport, right?
Yeah.
Especially
at a time you're working at a bank and you don't have those stakes and you're just that fucking, college football player, everything's kind of on the line, living fully.
Yep.
And then you're in this where it's just kind of getting stale. You knew that wasn't for you.
Dude, I mean, thinking about like doing that for the rest of my life was miserable.
Yeah.
So when I heard about this, and I could just see it in his eyes when he was talking to me, like the passion, and I found that, and I said, man, this is what I want to do. I didn't want to